My name is Megumi. I married my husband Mitsuzaki when I was in my 20s, and we have 2 sons. My sons' names are Akira and Mitsuya, each taken from my husband's name, Mitsuaki. They've gotten older now, and Mitsuya is in high school and Akira is in junior high. My sons are busy with school and club activities, and my husband works for us every day. Supporting their lives is my job as a housewife. Being a full-time housewife is tough with no days off, but it's also for the sake of my beloved family. I'll do my best today too. First, I have to prepare breakfast for them. I have to feed them something nutritious so they don't suffer from summer heat exhaustion. As I was preparing breakfast with such enthusiasm, Mitsuaki and Mitsuya finished preparing and came to the dining table.
Good morning, Mom. It looks delicious again today. All that's left to do is to serve rice. We'll take care of it then.
I let them serve the rice when...
Oh my god, Mom! There's no rice in the rice cooker! Someone ate it all!
When I checked, the rice cooker was empty and the rice that was done cooking was gone. Instead, all that was left were the rice grains that had been scattered around. He must have eaten it all again without telling us. I'm busy in the mornings.
Today's breakfast for us is just side dishes. I was looking forward to Mom's breakfast.
The culprit wasn't here. It was our youngest son, Akira. Akira began to eat up all the food for the whole family when he entered junior high school. On one occasion, a single watermelon we had given to the Buddhist altar disappeared. When I questioned and asked all the family members about it, they all said they did not know. But later, I found the rind of a watermelon thrown away in the compost in our field as if to hide it. The only person who would throw away watermelon rinds here is Akira. He tried to erase the evidence by eating a whole watermelon by himself. And on a different occasion, the mid-year gift hasn't arrived yet this year. Did I receive a missed delivery notice by any chance? Let's ask the delivery man.
The package has already been delivered. A junior high school boy picked it up.
I heard that and checked Akira's room. There it is, a box of mid-year gift sweets, but they're all empty already. After receiving them from the delivery man, he took them to his room without telling me and ate them all. I talked to Akira about eating up the food many times. Akira, you're growing up now and starting club activities, so I know you need to eat a lot. But what's in the house isn't just for you, it's for everyone. So don't eat it all without telling me. Just tell me when you're hungry and I'll get you something to eat. It's better to eat something more nutritious and filling than just eating sweets and fruits.
Huh? Who cares? What's wrong with me eating what I want? You complain about every little thing. That's the problem with women. Huh? Who cares? What's wrong with me eating what I want? You complain about every little thing. That's the problem with women. Don't tell me what to eat just because you have nothing else to do. You're so annoying.
And he rebels against me like this, which doesn't get anywhere. He used to never say anything condescending like, that's the problem with women. Now, no matter how many times I try to talk with him, he just belittles me and won't listen at all. I'm sure it's because he's in his rebellious phase now that he's a junior high schooler, and the tendency of boys his age to make fun of women. I wonder when he'll get over it. Akira eating up all the family's food and his rebellious attitude towards me. That's the only thing that bothers me these days. One day, when I was having trouble with this.
Mom, I want croquettes for dinner tonight. I haven't had croquettes lately, so I have a craving for them all of a sudden. The ones from the supermarket are good, but Mom's homemade ones are the best.
Croquettes? It's hard to make fried food in summer. It's too hot to even stand in the kitchen, but when it comes to deep frying, it's a scorching hell.
Don't you think it's too hot to be making croquettes? Megumi's croquettes are excellent, and I like to eat them too, but it must be hard to make them in this heat, right? Oh, right. Mom, sorry for asking so much of you. Instead, let's have...
No, I'll make it. I'll make croquettes. If it's a request from my son and husband, I want to make it happen, even if I have to go the extra mile. And to have them say how delicious it is, it makes me feel like a good housewife. I'll try my best to make croquettes tonight. I made croquettes despite sweating profusely. Boil and mash potatoes, chop the onion, and fry it with minced meat. Then mix it with the potatoes and form them into a bale shape. Dredge that in flour, beat an egg, and breadcrumbs in that order. And deep fry in oil heated to 180 Celsius for about 5 minutes. When golden brown, it's done. It's so hot. The finished croquettes were placed on a bat to cool down and then stored in the fridge. Now I'll warm them up again and serve them when everyone comes home. Then, while I was resting for a bit, my husband and sons came home one after another.
I'm home, Mom. I smell fried food. Is today's dinner?
Croquettes as you requested. I'll heat them up and put them on the table soon, so go wash your hands.
Yes! Thanks, Mom.
He was so happy just because I told him I made croquettes. It was worth all the trouble. Thinking that as I opened the fridge. Oh my god, the croquettes are gone! I put them in here! All the croquettes I had prepared were completely gone. I worked so hard in the heat to make them. It's Akira again. I'm going to make him apologize this time. Hey, Akira! You ate all the croquettes I made, didn't you? That was the dinner your father and brother were looking forward to. If you just ate your portion, I can understand. But why did you eat all of them? Don't you have something to say to us?
I was hungry, so it's not my fault. Why don't you cook it again? Cooking is the only thing women are good at anyway.
Don't tell me to cook it again so easily. Do you have any idea how hard I worked to make those croquettes in the heat? I was sad he didn't acknowledge my hard work, and I felt sorry for Mitsuaki and Mitsuya, who were looking forward to it. My feelings were a mess. I'm sorry. I don't have the energy to cook today. Eat what's left. I went back to the bedroom. Mitsuaki and Mitsuya, who are usually gentle, were furious because he ate up all the croquettes, which they had been looking forward to.
I understand you need to eat a lot right now, but you can't eat the whole family's dinner like that. You eat up all the food and then take it out on Mom without even apologizing? Your mother takes care of the house every day so we can live outside. She worked hard to cook us a delicious meal today too, but to be so arrogant is just childish behavior, Akira.
Days later, the three of us had a family meeting about Akira because we knew we couldn't go on like this. We've tolerated him until now, but we have to stop him from eating all the food before it escalates any further.
We'll cook for a while. If the men cook, he won't be able to use the excuse of looking down on women. And if it's just Dad and I, we can keep an eye on Akira and make sure he doesn't go into the kitchen while we're cooking.
From that day on, Mitsuaki and Mitsuya cooked breakfast and dinner. Akira could not deceive the two and was immediately kicked out of the kitchen whenever he went close by. Even if he was lucky enough to snag a bite, he would later be noticed and scolded by the two. Since the men standing in the kitchen were his father and brother, Akira could not use his favorite phrase, "That's the problem with women." Akira's frequency of snacking and eating up all the food gradually decreased. Here comes the final stretch. Mitsuaki and Mitsuya have decided to correct Akira's disrespectful attitude toward women.
You shouldn't look down on Mom. She works 24/7 and she's amazing. Stop making fun of women. You won't be popular with the girls in your class like that.
The two of them were so adamant that it seemed to have an effect on Akira, and finally, a change came over him.
Mom, I'm sorry for everything I've done. I ate everything in the house without telling you because I thought you would get angry if you found out. I made fun of women because I thought they were less capable than men and could only cook. I was wrong. When I saw Dad and brother cooking, it looked like a lot of work, but you never showed any sign of it while cooking 3 delicious meals every day. You also do the cleaning, laundry, and all the housework. I realized that I shouldn't be taking that for granted. You were always there supporting us.
From then on, Akira showed me changes not only in his words, but also in his actions. He no longer snacks on food without permission, nor does he eat all the food. Now he tells me in advance when there's something he wants to eat. He also stopped making condescending remarks. I could see that he was truly sorry, so I decided to forgive all of Akira's words and actions up until now. And recently, there's been another change. Akira has started to help in the kitchen. Look at him saying, "I like my mom's cooking, so I want to be able to make the same thing myself." You still got a long way to go, though. Recently, I dream of Akira learning how to cook like me.
My name is Kaori Ishida. I dated my husband Shisuke for 2 years before marrying him. It's been 2 years since we've married, and we've had a great life together. But then, around the time a year passed after we got married, we had to live with his parents per his mother's request. Oh, I wonder if I can get along with her.
Don't worry. I'll protect you at all costs, so you're okay. I'll be your ally no matter what.
Shisuke. Okay, thank you. I'll do my best, okay? Right now, I live with him and his mother. I wasn't sure before, but the second we started living together, she started nagging at me. You're not even done making dinner and you're taking a break! Such a princess! It's been 3 months since we've lived together, and she's been nagging at me every single day. It didn't stop there. She would talk bad about my parents or call them to bother them. She would tell me to leave because we weren't family. She even started talking bad about me to her neighbors. Honestly, she did everything she could that wasn't illegal. I told Shinsuke about this several times. She's bothering me every day. I don't know if I can do this.
She's probably just a little shy.
Huh?
We just started living together. I think you'll get used to her soon.
I was shocked at how oblivious he was to everything. Before we started living together, he said he would take my side no matter what, and now he's the last person that's taking my side. One day during dinner, we were all eating together as usual. I often was quiet while they talked to each other, but there was one conversation that I was confused about. Oh, how about the house and land? Won't it be of some value if we sell it?
No, I'm going to lend it. It'll make more money that way.
That's true. I don't know the details, so we'll talk to a lawyer, I guess.
Yeah, I'll think about it when the time comes.
I wasn't sure what was going on, but I'm sure it was probably just some real estate they owned, right? They always talked about how they didn't really have any money, so I was surprised, but I didn't really care at the time. One day at breakfast, I had made bento for my husband and sent him off. I started cleaning and finishing up the morning chores. This was my routine. I finished everything and was eating my breakfast before I headed out to my part-time job. Hey, what are you doing? I'm eating breakfast? I already finished everything around the house. That's not what I'm asking. That seat is for family, so you need to move. For family? Yes, it's not a seat for you. I was a little mad, so I said something bad. Where am I supposed to eat then? I don't know. You're not family, so I don't care about you. Just go eat in the yard or something. She grabbed my bowl and tossed it into the yard. Of course, the plate shattered, but she laughed as she saw it shatter. After you came, all of the bowls are chipping. You must not know how to handle your food. She started talking bad about me as usual. I didn't want to hear her bad-mouthing my parents anymore, and I also didn't want to hear about how we weren't even family. The 3 months were enough for me to reach my limit. If you don't like me that much, why did you suggest living with me? Huh? I think we both are only going to get more and more stressed out by living together. I'm going to be leaving, so thank you for everything. She was surprised and just stood there in shock. I ignored the fact that she probably didn't understand what was going on and went back to my room to get ready to leave. She was sobbing while talking to her relatives. I'm sure she was just saying that she was just the sad little mother-in-law bullied by the terrible wife. Just bring yourself because the house is small. That's what she said when I came. So I packed the few belongings I brought and she continued to talk on the phone. We didn't say anything as I got on the bullet train back home. The next day I had a call from my husband. I had turned off the power to my phone so I didn't notice. I called him and he answered immediately. Maybe he was worried about me?
Hello? You're at your parents' house, right?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't say anything before I left, but...
What about your savings? You're not planning on keeping it all to yourself, are you?
What? That's what you're going to ask your wife that just ran away? You're not going to ask why you're not worried about me? You're going to start talking about our savings? Any love I had left for Shinsuke just vanished in that moment.
What about the real estate?
Huh? Oh, that thing you were talking about with your mom? I don't know.
We were talking about your parents' house.
What?
You were listening quietly, so I figured you agreed to the terms.
You're saying you were talking about what to do with my parents' house after they died when they're clearly still alive? I don't believe it! You're insane!
She told me too, but I was going to lend out your house so I could make money. But if we get a divorce, then I'm going to lose out on that money. If you're going to get a divorce, I want you to pay for that lost money.
What? Lost money? You realize that you can't have my parents' money just because we got married, right?
Is that not how that works?
Of course not!
But it's pretty normal to have belongings if we're getting a divorce, right?
That's for things that both of us saved up for while we were married.
No, but...
He just kept talking and eventually his mother chimed in. Hello, Miss Kaori. Just so you know, when you came in and got married to my son, you cut ties with your family and you dedicated yourself to his family. And we should get some money from your parents to begin with. That didn't happen, and you don't even have a child, and now you want a divorce. If you're going to be like that, then we deserve our fair share of money. You want money that I saved while I was single? Why do you even know that I have my own savings? Because I took copies of your bank statements. What? I was worried that you would spend our valuable savings, so I was managing it for you. I couldn't believe what was going on, so I just said that my lawyer would reach out to them before hanging up. My parents heard what was going on and were just doing everything they could to take care of me. I was truly thankful for them. Later on, I heard that apparently they would often call my parents to talk bad about me while I lived over there. They said that she was even begging for money. Of course they said no. I was going to talk to you when you came back again, but I should have said something sooner.
I'm so sorry. There's no way you could be happy with someone who would call us like that. I'm really sorry, sweetie.
No, it's okay. Thank you two for believing me. That's why you wanted to trust me and let me handle it, right? Don't worry, I'm not one to just roll over. I felt bad for making them worried, but then I called a lawyer that my father introduced me to, and all 5 of us met up to talk about what to do going forward.
I think you're mistaken, but we just value traditional Japanese values, and you're the one that betrayed that. Traditionally, in Japan,
My husband was talking about something insane while my lawyer was talking about law. The mother-in-law was sitting in the back, standing tall as if to say, "That's my boy." This continued for a while. My wife's stuff is my stuff is my stuff. That was my husband's logic. My father was completely taken aback. The lawyer was made out of solid stuff though, so he was just recording every word quietly.
so I would like to sue Miss Kaori for $500,000 in damages, betraying our trust in the traditional Japanese values.
But we're not terrible people. We can be reasonable. So we can consider reducing the amount if you're willing to negotiate. After the lawyer let them talk for as long as they wanted, the lawyer finally spoke up.
I understand that traditional Japan had some quite outdated views regarding marriage. They truly valued trust between families.
That's so true.
Yes, so the families took care of each other, especially the wives' parents. Since the two families were now bonded, they would work together. There is no record, however, of traditional Japanese values indicating that the husband's family consumes their wife's family. Huh?
The lawyer spoke calmly and with cool words. He continued as if to nail things home.
If you'd like to claim that this sort of extortion is tradition, then I won't go against you. But extortion is definitely not a traditional Japanese value. This is absolutely a terrible display of what Japan represents.
To summarize, he continued talking about how the law explains all the finances and ownership of existing assets. Even if my parents were to pass, the assets would be passed on to me and me only. He kept going on.
Therefore, regarding the $500,000 that you are asking for, we will not be able to meet your demands. If you claim that you are indeed right in all of your reasoning, then please, hire a lawyer, and I would love to work with him or her to come to a conclusion following the law.
The lawyer continued to be cool, calm, and collected. They fell silent. Then, fine. Whatever. We'll be leaving.
Oh, please, hang on a moment. We will be talking about damages that we will be asking for from you during the divorce.
They said, and did so much while we were living together, and they pretended to be shocked. I'm actually surprised that they could actually be surprised. I was finally free. I got quite a good amount of money from them as a result of my case. I didn't want anything to be brought up regarding money going forward, so I also had them sign a legal document explaining that they will not be coming into contact with me in the future. I'm going to forget about all of this, but man, all this happened in 3 months. He was such a great husband when it was just us, but with his mom, you really truly know what someone is thinking. I guess the silver lining is that it ended in 3 months. I am enjoying my single life after cutting ties with that family. According to my lawyer, they're living a poor and sad life after having to pay the large amount of money in damages. I feel pretty good about that. Hi, my name is Nazumi Wakuai. It's been 2 years since I married my husband Kaito. We're both working, but we hope to have kids one day. We always go to my mother-in-law's house on the weekend. I don't want to go. I sighed quietly to myself. Honestly, I didn't want to go to my mother-in-law's house.
I'm home, Mom.
Hello. Welcome. Come on in. My father-in-law passed before we were married, and my mother-in-law lives alone right now. That's why we decided to live near her. You guys just hang out. I'll pour us some tea.
Oh, relax, Mom. Come on, Nozomi, get up, bust your ass. You go pour the tea.
Kaito, Nazumi is relaxing because she's got work during the week too.
It's fine, she's just working some part-time job anyway.
I'm sorry, I'll go pour us some tea. He's seriously pissing me off. Yes, the reason that I don't want to come here is because of my husband's attitude. Here you are. Thank you, Miss Nozomi.
Dude, you should make dinner for her. You can at least do that for her, right?
Okay.
It's okay, let's both go buy something for dinner. It's fine, Mom, you relax. Oh, and go buy Mom her daily necessities and whatnot.
He always tells me what to do and what not to do, but he never does anything and just sits on the couch. This wasn't how it was before, but recently, I didn't understand what was going on. By the way, I've asked him to stop with the attitude several times.
You're definitely reading way too many magazines about drama.
It's not about my mother-in-law, it's about your attitude.
You just don't want to go to her house because you hate my mom, right?
Wait, hey! However, he never really listens to me, and somehow twists my words to make it into something that it's not. I can't even talk to him about it, so it's really bothering me. This is really pissing me off. Maybe I should mix some jalapeno death sauce into his food. Miss Nozomi, I'll help you. I'm really sorry for his attitude. Oh, it's okay. It's not your fault at all, so don't apologize. I just bought some cake from a cake store nearby, so let's eat it together while he's showering. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I actually started taking lessons. It's a dressmaking class and the teacher is so attractive. I always go to her house though because my mother-in-law is a seriously kind and sweet woman. She also warns him about his behavior, but he never listens at all and continues to treat me like a slave. At the end of the day, he still did nothing, and I was moving around the whole time. Come on, I've said this over and over. Can you stop telling me what to do like you're my owner?
You're my wife. I'm making you look good in front of my mom. You should thank me.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't mind doing things for her, but I don't like that you're sitting there like some couch potato while I'm moving around doing everything. If you don't want to do anything yourself, shut your mouth.
What? Is that how you're gonna try to get out of doing things for my mom? You're seriously a failure of a daughter-in-law.
Oh my god. I'm going to choke him in his sleep. He's not listening to anything I'm saying. I could start to hear the words divorce popping up in my head. The next Sunday, we came to my mother-in-law's house as usual. Kaito, you said you had plans today.
Don't be like that. You should feel a little better when we're here, right?
Come on, Kaito, she's saying she has plans. Let's go home.
Shut up, you shut your face!
We went into her house against her will, and we both sighed as my husband sat on the couch. He started commanding me what to do as usual.
Hey, you, go pour some tea.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Mom liked chocolate. Nozomi, go buy some chocolates right now. What are you waiting for? Hurry up!
Kaito, please, stop acting a fool.
What are you talking about? I'm not acting a fool. I'm coming here every weekend to check up on you.
That's not what I mean. You realize that at this age, even having people come over is tiring. I'm saying, why don't you listen to what I have to say? Right now, the only person who's enjoying this is you. Nozomi and I are just making you happier. She wasn't quite yelling, but you could tell that she was more stern in her voice. She was getting angry. Besides, you keep saying you want to do things for me, but you're not doing shit. Nozomi is doing everything. You use her like some kind of slave after she's worked hard all week. It's honestly making me ashamed of you. You want to make me die early of shame, you shithead?
But I care about you, Mom. Nozomi is younger and she can move more and...
Oh my god! I had dressmaking class today. I would rather look cute to my teacher than your stupid face. I am tired of looking at your stupid face. He got quiet and glared at me. Hey, don't you dare glare at her. I'm talking to you. Don't blame her. If you do anything like that to her again, I swear to God.
Mom.
I saw him defeated and sunken, and honestly, I felt better. I'm sorry, Nozomi. I know you came all this way and I'm chasing you out. Oh, it's okay. We're the ones who showed up when you had plans. Thank you for letting us in at all. If this stupid child does something to you again, you call me right away. I'm sorry he's grown up so rotten. You're free to come and go as you like, only you. Sure, let's have some nice snacks again. She held my hands before I left, and I felt really good. I'm going to buy the best snacks I can for her when I come again. I thought this was over, but...
We're going this weekend, too.
Oh my god, did you not hear your mom last week? She screamed at you.
She's just being nice to us. I want to take care of her. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna go every weekend to see her.
Honestly, I was beyond anger. I pitied him. I called my mother-in-law and reported to her. That child must have defective ears. Yeah, so I have an idea.
Hey, why do we have to go to your parents' house?
You know, it's not fair that you always go to your parents' house, huh? I want to take care of my parents too. Or what, you don't like my parents? You hate them so much you don't want to go?
Ugh, but I told my mom I was gonna go this weekend.
It's fine. I already talked to her and she said it was fine. She actually said it would make her happy. Congrats. Next weekend, I dragged my husband to my parents' house.
Welcome, come on in. Thank you, sir. I've heard from my daughter that you are trying to do good things for your parents. Good job. Not at all.
Yeah, you have no idea how much he's pushed me in the right way, too. I want to help you guys out. He was completely nervous, but I ignored it and sat on the couch.
Okay, I'm gonna go work on my regular DIY stuff, so you guys just relax.
Come on, Kaito. Go give him some tea.
What?
You need to move before I tell you to. You're seriously so slow.
What? Huh?
Payback is a bitch. I did exactly what he did to me every weekend. Of course, I've already told everything to my parents, so they said they would love to help. Come on, go buy him a beer. You can do that, right?
But why do I... Oh, I can go buy beer.
Oh, it's okay, Dad. You relax. Oh, you like cheesecake, right? Come on, Kaito, go buy it for him. Right now.
But why are you ordering me around? Stop!
It's because you're not really taking care of my dad. That's why I'm telling you.
If you know what you should do, then you do it!
You're my husband, right? I'm trying to make you look good in front of them.
What the hell is that? I don't mind doing things for them, but you need to move too.
This is all you're doing. Just trying to avoid doing things for my dad. You're a failure of a son-in-law.
You...
What? You don't like it, huh? How I'm sitting here saying you're a failure while I sit on my ass? I'm doing what you've been doing to me this whole time. It's pretty frustrating, huh? I felt that way for the longest time. I know that you want to take care of your mom, and I want to help you too. But you need to do something in addition to getting help. It's really caring when you're the first one to move.
Yeah.
I love your mom. Let's both take care of both of our parents, huh?
Yeah, sorry for everything, Nozomi. I was wrong.
Maybe he finally understood after I did exactly what he did to me. He apologized. Then everything was really solved. And we stopped going to my mother-in-law's house every weekend, and she's been enjoying her life. Sometimes she'll come over to talk about what she's learned in her class, and we all do our best to make sure she's comfortable.
My name is Yuka. I'm almost 30, and I work at a regular desk job. The other day, I decided to go to Costco with my coworkers. Mako isn't a Costco member, but she seemed to have a lot of fun, so she was talking about the whole time she showed up back up at work. I had so much fun! I want to go again! This time I'm going to become a member for sure! I'm glad you had that much fun. Want to go again next weekend? Akemi, who was listening to the conversation, popped in to talk.
Hey, I heard that you two are going to Costco. I want to go too. The next time you go, can I go too?
Yeah, sure. It's probably cheaper to share between more people too. Okay, let's go with all three of us then.
It's decided! I'm so excited!
It wasn't like I knew Akemi super well, but we said sure. That day before going, Mako contacted me. I don't have a fever, but I feel sick. I don't want to give it to you, so I'm gonna stay home tomorrow. I'm sorry for canceling last minute. It's okay. How are you feeling? Yeah, I'm alright. It's not too bad. Alright, let's go again when you get better, huh? That sounds good. Thanks, Yuka. I told Akemi about what happened, but she was clearly irritated with it. So yeah, why don't we go another day?
What? I canceled my plans I had for tomorrow so I could go to Costco.
But I don't want to drag her out when she's sick.
Who cares if she's there or not? You're the member, so I can go in, right?
Yeah, but honestly, I never talked to her alone, so I was pretty hesitant to go with just her on my day off. But she did change her plans and adjust so she could go with us, so I did understand. Okay, then I guess we can go tomorrow. I'll drive.
Yeah, I'll be at the station like I said.
The day of, there was another woman who showed up in addition to Akemi. When I stopped to pick her up, the other random woman also got on, like it was totally fine. Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, this is Tomika. I invited her yesterday.
Huh?
I mean, Mako couldn't make it, right? It's pretty sad going to Costco with just 2 people, no? So I invited her. Did you not want me to?
It's not that I didn't want you to. Would you invite someone I don't know without asking me first? I was pretty surprised at how rude she was being that I was just at loss for words. It's not like it's not okay, but I was just surprised because you didn't ask before inviting her.
Sorry. But it's definitely going to be so much more fun with 3 people instead of 2. I made the right decision bringing her along. Perfect.
Akemi seemed to be satisfied with everything, but Tomoko was just staring outside or looking at her phone. She was clearly here only because she was invited out. Whatever, I can't tell her to get out now. I just need to deal with it for one day. We drove to Costco and walked inside the store.
Wow, Costco is huge. Look at how high the ceiling is.
Your energy's through the ceiling. Are you a kid or something?
You've been to Costco, huh? Lucky. It's gotta be so much fun.
Honestly, not really. We went all around with the 3 of us at first, but eventually, I couldn't bring myself to like them, so we all started moving separately. I came here about 2 weeks ago, so I didn't really have anything I wanted. I just walked around till the 2 were done. An hour later, the cart was full of things, food and whatnot. Wow, you're buying a lot.
Yeah, looking at all this stuff, I just wanted to buy things. This is me holding back.
I see. I'm glad you had fun. Let's hurry up and pay for all this so we can go to the food court. I'm hungry. For some reason, Tomoko was unhappy from start to finish, but I'm sure stuff was also in the mix with how much they were buying. The member has to pay for the goods at Costco. That's why I ended up having to pay for it all, even though I didn't want anything. It was $600 or so. They really bought a lot, huh? I thought it was just Akemi stuff, so I didn't think I'd buy this much. I only had about $300 on hand, so I had to use my credit card. While I was shopping, the 2 went to the bathroom and looked at the food court foods all on their own. When it came time to pay, they had to move all the food to the counter from the cart, so I wanted them to do it for me, but after that, we finished the food at the food court and we all calmed down.
Man, that was so much fun. I bought way too much.
Let's go home. I'm getting tired.
Oh, come on. You bought a lot too.
This is all stuff I buy when I normally go to Costco. They seem to be having fun, but they never brought up the payment, so I decided to ask them about it. Hey, the total for a second ago was $620.
It was that expensive?
That's hilarious.
I didn't know Costco was that expensive.
You bought things without looking at the price? Can you 2 split it then? Each of you paid $300.
What? I feel like you're mistaking the math.
Huh? I was a little confused, so I put it in a calculator.
No, it's definitely $300. No, that's divided by 2. It should be divided by 3.
What? Why? Yeah, because there are 3 of us. But I literally didn't buy anything.
But we bought everything under the pretense of splitting it 3 ways.
We're gonna split it by 3, no matter what you say. This was not okay. I didn't have a single thing in that shopping cart, so it doesn't make any sense for me to pay for any of it. I remembered what was in the cart. I understand that you might have wanted to split the food since it's a wholesale place.
Yeah, see? So split it with 3.
But how are you gonna split the soap? There were only 2 of each.
Okay, that was gonna be split between Tomoko and I.
I figured I'd give it a shot. You said that it's just stuff that you normally buy when you come to Costco like 2 seconds ago. Anyway, I'm not letting you go with just splitting it 3 ways. That's not okay.
I'm sorry. Come on, man. Don't be so mad, girl. But I don't have $300.
Me neither. I don't have any cash. You don't have any cash, but you put that much crap in the shopping cart? I didn't have any on me either, so I ended up having to use my card. Okay, I'll pay you next time I see you. I don't think I'm gonna see you again. I work with Akemi. I don't know where I'd ever see you. She just sighed suddenly, as if to spite me. Why are you so stingy? Everyone who has ever taken me to Costco has paid for me. I don't get why you're calculating it down to the penny. I was seriously at a loss with her getting mad at me. If you pay using your card, you're gonna get points, right? Honestly, you're getting the better end of the deal. You brought us here for points, didn't you? I heard that and shoved all the stuff that they bought right back to the return section. At Costco, you're able to return everything if it was purchased on the same day. I left the two there after they watched me return everything and just drove home. I got a message from Akemi apologizing. Let's see. I'm sorry about today. Tomika's a girl I know from when we were kids in school, and she's pretty prideful, you know? But she's not a bad person by heart. Forgive her, yeah? Let's go with Mako again, huh? She was talking as if she did nothing wrong, so I was pretty angry, but since we worked together, I just left her on red and walked away. Afterwards, I saw Akemi a few times in my office, but we both said hello and walked away. I don't know how those two made it home that day, but it's pretty annoying to have to try to get home without a car from there, so I feel a little better.
My name is Shinji Kosaka, and I work at a small nail factory in town. I started working right out of high school, and the CEO recruited me. How's everyone holding up? The CEO would often show up in the office and check up on everyone. He truly valued his employees, and as a result, his employees trusted him. According to the CEO, my employees are all my kids. They work hard, so the factory runs itself. We need to take care of each other and our relationships. He truly valued trust and relationships, even among our clients. So, enough about our company. Let's talk about my home life. I'm home! My wife had been acting strange. After about 3 years of being married, we stopped talking to each other. To be more specific, she just kind of ignored me if I talked to her, or she would shrug me off. The reason is simple.
I saw my husband's ugly face. Ugh, I feel like vomiting. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be happy with you.
How terrible. I'm so sorry for you, you poor thing. Come over to my place right away. She was in the middle of having an affair. She would wear provocative underwear and stopped taking care of things around the house. She suddenly had more parties with co-workers. She clearly wasn't interested in having any physical relationship with me. She just wouldn't get it on with me, etc. It was just clearly suspicious and spelled out affair. But no way, right? However, I was dumb enough at the time that I believed we were just having a rough patch. And although we were having a rough patch, I saw her phone left on the table.
I want to break up with that ugly, good-for-nothing husband and marry you.
Yeah, I don't want to see you with that ogre of a man either. I wish I could just take you away with me.
I'm gonna do my best to hang in there till you're good to go, okay, Takun?
Hang in there, okay, sweetie? I'll save you once I'm promoted. Huh? I found out she was cheating for sure. And in that same moment, I felt my feelings for her disappear. I made it so that her phone would forward all messages to my phone real time and put the phone back. It was about a month after I found out she was cheating. I already hired a PI to investigate her. By next weekend, I would hear back from them. Just you watch, you no good sack of shits. I made sure I would get my revenge on the two. That weekend, I went to a local cafe with the PI. I received the results of the investigation. This was the first time I found out who my wife was having an affair with. His name was Takao Suzuki, a 35-year-old single man working at a trading firm. I was surprised when I saw the name of the company he worked at. Wow, this is... I think I get it now. Is something the matter? Oh, no. Thank you for the diligent work. I had seen the man's company before. I left the cafe and walked straight to my CEO's office. I told him that I would be busy a little bit taking care of business and everything about the affair. So yeah, this was the company that you were talking about before, right? It absolutely is. The name's familiar too. Who knew that he would do that with your wife of all people? It seems like it wasn't just my problem, so I decided to report back to you. Aye, thanks. I warned him time and time again. It seems like no matter what I say, it's not going to be of help. I've made my decision. I see. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to drag your company into this. It's alright. I'm sure it was just our time to cut ties with him. I started my revenge on the trash that were committing adultery. First, I would take care of the man. 2 days later, I received a phone call. It was the company that we were working with. Why is our deal off? Explain yourself! Hello. Thank you for doing business with us before. You should probably talk to Mr. Suzuki. He'll tell you exactly what's going on. I have work now, so I'll be leaving. Goodbye. The client was clearly upset, but I ignored him and hung up. 2 hours later, I got another call from the client. I asked him, but he said he didn't know. What did he do? Oh, okay, he's going to play dumb. That's alright. However, just so you know, my company and any of our child companies will be cutting ties with your company and all of its affiliates. I'm sorry for your loss. He called a little less angry, but I told him what we had decided and hung up. Another hour later, this time Suzuki called me.
I'm Suzuki. I worked sales with your company. What right do you have cutting ties with our company? Who do you think you are?
I don't have any right to do anything. The contracts were terminated because our CEO decided to terminate them. I'm just the messenger.
Then tell me the reason.
If you want me to tell you why, then you should probably come over and ask in person instead of trying to just finish it over the phone. If you really want to know, please come to our factory. Bye, Ta-kun.
What? Huh? What? Wait!
He seemed startled, but I just hung up. Later, apparently the CEO received a phone call and made a time and place to have a meeting. 9 a.m. the next day. Suzuki, his boss, and the CEO of the company all came to the meeting. We exchanged our greetings before moving to the main subject. So we were here because we wanted to know why you terminated our contract.
If you just keep saying, ask Suzuki, we won't be able to actually figure it out. He hasn't done anything wrong, and he says he doesn't know what you're talking about. Right, Suzuki?
The boss and CEO were both pretty frustrated at me, but Suzuki looked very guilty. I started showing the results of my little investigation to them. Maybe this will help? This is Mr. Suzuki. The one next to him is my wife. And these are screenshots of my wife and Mr. Suzuki's texts. Here's another photo of them coming out of a hotel together. This was a photo in the car. This was on company time using a company car. You don't think that that's any sort of issue?
No, I didn't know that she was married.
But you specifically mentioned husband in your messages. The man just clammed up and all of a sudden started begging.
I'm so sorry. I just lost control and I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Oh, I'm not mad. If anything, I'm glad someone will take that trashy woman off my hands. Thanks.
No, that's not...
What? You're gonna save her from me once you're promoted, right? Go ahead, take her. I don't need her anymore. He looked pale in the face, and the CEO, along with his boss, had their turn to chew him out.
You! How are you going to take responsibility for this?
I took so much care of you guys, and you betrayed us? Oh, you guys aren't going to act like you're the victims here, are you? Right, sir? Aye. Our CEO showed up quietly behind us and started talking. You guys, I've warned you time and time again about this, but you wouldn't listen. That's how this happened in the first place. Yes, the CEO and boss didn't know exactly who he was sleeping with, but they knew about the affair and quietly let it go. He drove the company car to a place where there weren't many people, but they were having fun in the middle of the day, so the CEO had spotted them before. Clearly, it would be difficult to trust a company that's allowing that to happen. He had taken an appointment specifically to warn them of the situation. You betrayed our trust, and thus betrayed our business. I hate people like that. People make mistakes in life. You should fix it while you can. I mean... but come on, the proof is kind of iffy.
As far as the car thing, we'll look into it, so just leave it alone.
Okay, then if something happens as a result, you're okay with me completely terminating deals as a sign of distrust? They laughed his whole warning off. And now this happened, and they're pretending like they were completely caught off guard. However, we had warned them, and my CEO just did as he said he would. So in conclusion, we won't work with you. I've warned you, and you agreed. No complaints. We will take measures against Suzuki. We'll reconsider our behavior as well. Please, think it over. I truly value trust between clients and customers. And I warned you before to fix it before it was too late. You chose to ignore it. I'm sorry, but my decision is final. They were still saying something in the background, but we chased them out. We made sure to completely cut ties with any of their companies at all. I got home, and my wife had made dinner for me. I could tell that she was just trying to make herself look good, so I decided to give her a taste of reality. Ah, you heard from Suzuki that you got found out, huh? Ta-kun is gonna come save you soon.
You just always worked, and I was sad. It was just because I was a little lonely.
Yeah, I used to go out with you on the weekends until you started having an affair, and I talked to you all the time. I finished work on time and came home. even when I was late, I made time to talk to you. When were you lonely?
I don't want a divorce. I'm never getting a divorce.
I'm going to hire a lawyer anyway. So if you want to talk, you can talk to me through him. You've got Ta-kun, right? Just have him come over and save you. She went to her room and quietly started packing her things. Hey, wait a second. I stopped her as she was leaving. I don't know what she thought, but she suddenly hugged me.
Thank you. From now on, I'm gonna...
No. I want to check to see if you're not taking things you shouldn't be taking. Figures. I found keys to the house, credit and debit cards in my name, and our joint account cards as well. I took it all from her, and I paid her the $100 for her to make it to her parents' place. I gave it all to my lawyer, and the divorce was done. She got no money at all. I also made sure to ask for damages, in addition to all of the money that she spent under the guise of living expenses. It wasn't as much as Suzuki had to pay, but it was still hefty. Suzuki? He had to pay $20,000. I made sure he paid as well, and my revenge was complete. The three stooges showed up at my CEO's office again. Please forgive us with this. Look, I've warned you time and time again, and you didn't listen, so I cut ties. I don't care how much money you bring or how many times you come back. I'm not going to do any business with your shitty company, so get out! He apparently had $50,000 in an envelope to bribe my CEO, but he was furious and chased them away. The two who were having the affair apparently live together now, but Suzuki didn't go back to work because he was too depressed, so he basically just lives off of her. My ex-wife still messages me saying she wants to fix things, but I got tired of it, so I blocked her. That felt good. Alright, I'm gonna work hard today. I work hard at my job to repay my boss for what he did for me. I'm going to take care of trust even more than before and face my job responsibilities.
This is a story about my revenge. My name is Mirai, and I live with my husband's family. I'm a 32-year-old housewife. The Takayama family is a well-known rich family around the area. My husband and his parents don't ever rub it in your face, though, and are incredibly kind. There was one person who wasn't like that, though. Oh, hey, Miss Mirai. Thank you for always cooking for Asuka, too. Oh, it's okay. There's not much difference between making it for two people instead of one. My husband had a sister. Her name was Asuka. I make her bento out of the kindness of my heart. Let's go back to when I was still extremely nervous when I had just gotten married.
Wow, hey, Mirai, you're making bento every day? Wow, that's amazing. It looks so good.
Oh, if you want, I can make you some too. It's more of just a social contract, but I'm sure she'll say no, right? Or so I thought.
Really? Yes, please.
Huh? She was intending for me to offer that, and she didn't hold back at all. That's how I kept having to make her bento. I was pretty ashamed of my decision to offer my services. Oh well, I'm used to cooking. I'll just make another bento in addition to my own. No biggie. Additionally, I can even use this as a way to show off how good of a wife I am to their son. I felt like I was being clever and just said sure. I didn't have to do that. They would have been kind anyway. Miss Asuka was usually really nice in front of her parents, but for some reason, she was terrible to me. And she's super close to me for some reason.
Hey, Mirai, what do you mean you can't make bento tomorrow?
Oh, I'm gonna be eating lunch with a coworker tomorrow.
What? You're just using leftovers to make the bento, right? Come on, make at least one for me. Come on.
Ugh,
That's a yes, right? Come on.
I don't get her. Her parents are so nice. Where did they go wrong? The one thing I really felt was wrong was that she was telling the people at her part-time job that she was making them herself.
My friends at work think that I'm a great cook, thanks to you. So keep making fancy and good-looking bentos.
What? Why are you showing off? You realize that they're gonna find out eventually. I eventually ran out of patience.
Hey, Mirai, about tomorrow. I'm gonna be going out with my boyfriend and his friends, so I want you to make a big one.
Sure.
I want it to be colorful and cute. Make it girly.
Shut up! The next morning. This is perfect.
Mirai, I'm going now.
Okay, here you are.
Thank you.
I put a trap in her bento box. I'm gonna teach her a lesson as her sister-in-law. She had no idea of the trap I set, and she must be opening her lunchbox soon enough with a stupid look on her face.
Here we are, my handmade bento.
I was waiting for this. My girlfriend always brings really delicious looking food to work.
You found a good one.
What is this?
I took her advice and made her bento extremely colorful. There was no food in her bento.
This is all pretend foods kids used to play with.
What? Wait, what is this? You made this? Don't do this kind of crap when we're actually hungry. Talk about a buzzkill. Asuka, why would you do this to my friends, you moron? Hurry up and give me the real bento!
No. I always have good bento made for. No!
I had another trap lying hidden within the bento as well.
What the hell, that bitch? What is this shit? Stupid toys.
What is that? A note at the bottom of the bento?
Dear Asuka, age 26, living at her parents' house, having someone make her lunch every day. Thank you for using your sister-in-law free bento service. Unfortunately, your trial has run out and I will no longer be able to provide services at this time. Eat grass or something, you goat. From your worried sister-in-law. That there was my message that I poured my heart into.
Oh my god.
Wait, your sister-in-law was making you your bento this whole time?
And you keep telling us that you were making it and bragging?
Wow, kind of an idiot.
That's,
Whatever, I'm over it. Let's go to a restaurant.
Yep.
Wait, hang on.
You aren't invited!
As I expected, she was sending me a non-stop flow of hateful messages that afternoon. However, even the messages themselves were so goofy, so I have to show you some.
Hey, what was that bento about? You're gonna pay for embarrassing me. If I break up with my boyfriend, it's your fault.
If you don't want to be dumped, you shouldn't lie about dumb shit.
How dare you make me look bad? You're anything but a cockroach.
Wait, did you mean I'm below a cockroach? The text continued.
You're gonna pay for damages. You better tell my boyfriend that you wanted to make it badly and you did it against my will.
Oh my gosh, you're such an idiot. Then you go and ask for money.
I didn't think that you were that kind of person. I thought you were my real sister. I'm gonna chase your ass out of our family.
You don't have the authority to chase me out. Also, your English is weird. Whatever, I'm glad her boyfriend ran away. It's probably for the best. It just kept coming. What's scary is that this woman in her mid-20s, working in society, was okay with sending these idiotic messages. Honestly, don't you get tired of typing crap like that? I could tell she was quite irritated, though, from all the messages, so I did feel a little better that I got back at her. She came home and immediately started crying to her mom, but her mom trusted me completely, so she tried to calmly listen to both sides. So that's what I know. Sorry for it.
I didn't do shit to her and this lady.
Oh, do you want to see her messages? She sent me quite a few.
No, don't!
As a result, she was found to be completely at fault. However, I must admit, I might have lost my cool a little bit. Her mom was fair and calm and peaceful. I've been working hard and being nervous because I came as a wife to a very well-known house and it was pretty tough for me to explain everything to my in-laws. Sorry, I should have just asked you guys for help. Oh, don't worry. You don't need to apologize. I'm sorry we couldn't be kinder to you. If I were you, I probably would have a hard time telling you too. Thank you. 1 year later.
Hey, Mirai, I baked some cookies. Can you try them?
Oh yeah, they're so cute. Nice job, Asuka.
I saw my feet and thought I could do it too.
I couldn't make cookies this cute if I wanted. We were actually on pretty good terms. Actually, Asuka had always wanted a sister, since she grew up around brothers. She was happy that she had me as a sister, even though we were in-laws. Eventually, she went from friendly to spoiled to just demanding.
I'm really sorry. I lost myself when I was messaging you too. I was just going too far.
You. Of course, I couldn't just forgive her that quickly. I was pretty cold to her for a while. But she really did seem to regret what she did, so eventually, I opened up to her. We're doing good now, keeping a healthy distance between each other. You've got to get along with people that you live with. So, how's the new boy?
Oh, he's talking about living together soon. I gotta learn how to cook more.
Good luck, Asuka.
My name is Ayano. I'm just a regular sophomore in college. I have a boyfriend I've been dating for 3 months, but I have a little problem with him recently. Naoto, you're gonna call off our date last second again? How many times are you gonna do this?
What do you want me to do? I can't move my plans. You make it work with me.
You said that before, too. You promised you wouldn't do this again. I don't believe you. Are you listening to me?
Shut uppy wuppy. If you keep getting angry, you're gonna be an old angry woman. Ha ha ha.
Dude, I literally told you to stop taunting me like that.
I transformed into an angry woman. Oh, I'm so scared.
You're so annoying! Every time we would fight, he would start talking like he was talking to a child, as if to mock me. We had fought a few times from the time we started dating, but this only started recently. I've told him to quit over and over again recently. Does he look down on me? Wow, that's rough. How could you go out with someone like that for 3 months? I would have dumped him in a heartbeat. Besides that, he's really normal. Seriously, everything besides that. Huh. But you should be careful. I feel like he's probably hiding something else. I felt a little better after I vented to my friends, and then I replied to his text message. I want to go to the zoo. Next time, don't cancel last second. Then we're even. He immediately read the message.
Okay, you can't do anything with an angry eye, I know.
He's so annoying! A month later, I went to his house for the first time. He lived alone. I'm coming in. I went in and was shocked at the state of his house. It was not cleaned at all, and trash was everywhere. It was a pigsty. Sorry to break it to you, but man, your house is trashed.
I'm a man that lives alone. This is how it is.
You think so? I mean, did you not feel like maybe you should clean up a little bit since your girlfriend is coming over? I didn't want this to just stay this way, so I started cleaning.
Oh, you're gonna clean it for me? Whoa, sweet!
No, not sweet deal. Let's do this together. It's your house.
Nope, I'm watching YouTube right now.
Come on, just a little.
I don't want to. I don't care, but you care, so you take care of it.
Fine. He's my boyfriend. I guess I'll clean for him. He was breathing from his mouth as he watched YouTube videos, and I continued to clean away.
Hey, what do you want to do for dinner? Huh? You're gonna cook for me, right? I'm not good at it.
Hey, I do cook for myself, but you said you could cook, right?
Huh? I don't remember saying that. You totally just imagined that.
What the hell? Were you lying? It was back when we really just started going out. I live with my parents. Oh, but I can do most things around the house. My parents both work, so I did a lot of the things while they were working.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. I live alone. I cook for myself sometimes, but I'm not very good at cleaning. I just kind of leave things out.
I see. You cook, huh? I want to try your food one day.
Sure. I'm pretty confident in my cooking. Just tell me what you want.
Even if he was just trying to look good, he could have come out and said the truth. But the fact that he didn't even remember saying it is sketchy. After I finished cleaning, I got ready for dinner. I finished cooking, so I talked to him. Naoto, I want you to carry this to the table. I need to go to the bathroom. He replied without taking his eyes off the phone.
No, I don't wanna. I'm watching movies right now, and I can't hold heavy things.
He started mocking me and talking like a baby, just like when we were fighting. I was already angry, but I just took his dish to the table. As I got back from the bathroom, he was already digging in. Naoto, you couldn't wait for me to get back? It was like 1 minute.
No! I'm going to eat when I wanna. I would never wait.
I let out an awkward grin while he started talking like a baby again, and I was getting fed up with it. He was just watching videos while eating, and no matter how much I tried to talk to him, he would just give closed-ended responses. He even started ignoring me. Hey, let's at least talk while we eat. I'm sad. Hello?
Shut up! Please, shut the heck up!
Why am I going out with him? It was when I fell out of love. I gave up talking to him and just started eating. The next second, I could hear him knock over his glass of water. Hey, you spill your water! I yelled and started cleaning. He didn't seem to flinch and continued watching videos. Dude, I understand you're watching videos, but at least be careful not to spill anything.
Shut up, Paul! I can't hear the video! Please shut up, Paul!
I couldn't handle the rage that built up inside of me, and I heard something snap. I knew that I was done. I grabbed his phone and threw it towards the cushions.
Hey, what the hell?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell is that?
Huh?
Are you angry? You're scary like an angry old fart.
What is that attitude? Are you mocking me?
You always did this to me. Wait, are you actually unaware you're doing that? I'm seriously at a loss. Don't think that you can say whatever you want just because I'm your girlfriend. Or you thought that I'd be okay with whatever? Shut the hell up, you man-child.
You just did things around me because you wanted to! And I've done nothing to be called a child! We're the same age!
You don't clean your room, you can't carry food, you can't say thank you, you don't clean up your own mess, you don't listen to people when they warn you. You're just a man-child. I think some preschool kids have better manners than you.
What did you say?
Dude, aren't you embarrassed that you use baby words while you argue? You keep doing things like that to make people feel bad. You're gonna regret it, Mr. Smarty Pants. He seemed like he wanted to talk back to me, but I ignored him and left. I sent him another text saying that we were over. So, after today, we're done. Goodbye, and don't ever talk to me again. The next day, I reported to my friends that we broke up. What? You broke up over that? That's nothing. What? Akiwa's outfit is off-season and weirdo. You should study fashion, please. See how grating it is? Yeah, that pissed me off like never before. I take it back, sorry. I mean, I figured that it would happen eventually. Don't worry, there's a mountain of other men out there that are better than him. No, I think I'm good with being single for a while. I'm tired. We went to different colleges, so that was at least one nice thing. Thinking about it now, I'm not sure what I liked about him anyway. When I went to go shopping alone, he talked to me, and I decided to go along with it because why not? I learned that it was totally not who I was, and I regretted it.
Why are you saying that we're going to break up? I'm so sad!
When I read that stupid text from him, I blocked him. A few months later, hey, I have news about your ex. Are you interested? My ex? What do you know about him? Your ex started going out with one of my friends from my club. And she apparently talked to her friend to hear about him. Cut it out. I said that you need to let me know at least if you're going to be late.
Sorry. Oh, man. You're gonna be an angry old woman.
What? What the hell did you just say to me, bitch?
Huh?
Yeah, you think that just because someone is trying to get through something without fighting, that you're free to just walk all over them? You must have been raised by a saint, because I ain't that soft pussy. Don't be messing with me. Get the hell over here, bitch.
I didn't hear about this. Wait, hang on. Someone help!
My friend is an ex-delinquent, and she changed after she started going to college, but she completely lost it after he did his little baby gig. She took him out back and slapped the hell out of him. They broke up, but he's walking around campus looking like he just tried to eat a hornet. A lot of people have seen his stupid swollen face. Huh, rip. When I heard that story, maybe I'm rotten, but I felt really good. I still don't have a boyfriend, but I'm having a great time. I'm going to focus on my studies for a while. You guys be careful when you mock people with baby words.
Thanks for watching! Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.